Good afternoon, Tolly Miller with Country Road Crafts, and today I'm going to do some milk paint with the butterfly masterboard. And I'm doing it on a project, kind of a prototype project for the yard, and I'm going to make it for Frank so he can hang. I think he wants to hang a flower on it, so we'll see. I'm going to pull up the camera and turn it down. So give me a second. Hopefully, I don't make you sick. Give me a second. I got to lift it up. See my mess. Hopefully it don't tip over. Okay, so today I'm going to work on some milk paint first. So I've got a brush milk paint. This is the one I'm going to do. This will be just a regular style milk paint. And then this is crackle if you dry it real quick. Make it thick and dry it quick. And then this is just kind of like the same as the first one. Just kind of brush over. You guys can see the colors in that. Today I'm just going to do a oyster bay color. So it's kind of like a beigeish white. And I'm going to mix it so it's just kind of like a wash. So that's what I'm going to do. So there's my cup. And I'm not measuring it because I can't find my measuring stuff. I don't know what it is. But I know I want it thin. So, and this is oyster bay. Ooh, oyster bay. See it? Okay. So I am going to make this. And I got a big post to cover, so I'm going to pour it all in here. Okay. And then I'm going to make it thin. So I'm just going to pour this in here. And I want to make a wash, so I want it thin. So if I was measuring it, I would be measuring it 2 things of water to 1 paint. So let's see what I got here. And I just want to make a wash. And I got my little thing here to stir it up. Hopefully you guys can hear me today. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm in blustery Eastern North Carolina at Topsail Beach. It has been a windy day, but beautiful day. We are actually underneath beach hazard condition, which means there's probably rip currents. So no going to the beach in the water today. Okay, so I have this post. It's a 4x4 post, and what I'm going to do is do a little wash on it. And I made my milk paint, Fusion milk paint by Fusion. It's called Oyster Bay. I'm going to make it like a little wash so I can just put a little color underneath this. So if you have questions about the paint, just go ahead and ask, and I can chit chat about that. I'm going to put this on first, and then I'm going to put the and I'm just going to wash it so you'll see the wood through it. Decoupage on top of it because I just want to get a little color, not just a little wash. See, just a wash. I'm going to cover. It's okay if it doesn't cover everything because I just wanted to wash underneath it. And it dries pretty quick. It's milk paint. It dries really super quick, and I'm doing it thin, so it's going to dry. You guys can see the little wash I put on there. And if I wanted a little color, you could do colors the same way. You can make a color wash. And sometimes I don't even mix it up well because I like the streaks of the color in there. You can see the pigment's kind of cool. So if you mix it up well, you won't see that because, as you can see, it's all the same kind of whitewash in it. And this is not treated. This is just regular. We got it from Lowe's. It's just nothing special. I might put another coat on that. Let's see. Yeah, one more coat. It is 71 degrees here. Hopefully you guys are having good weather too. Okay. I am going to turn it and just give it a little wash. Just give it a little tiny wash. Let's see if I can get this bigger. Nope, that's it. Okay. Holly Miller with Country Road Crafts. Thank you guys for joining me today. Every Tuesday at 6 Eastern Standard Time. And why am I whitewashing it? Because I don't want the wood to show all the way through the decoupage tissue. If I didn't carry the way, then I wouldn't even wash it. I would just leave it. If I don't want any wood to show, I would put it on a little darker. And you can use paint too, but I'm just going to wash it. Because we're going to put this in our flower garden next to our butterfly house. And I want it to be kind of natural. And milk paint is natural. It is milk enzymes. So that's what I'm doing. Making me a little butterfly post. And I mixed this light so it'd be kind of just a wash. If I wanted it to show thicker, I could have mixed it 1 for 1, but I mixed it as a wash. That's what I wanted. Milk paint will or paint on just like regular paint. It just depends how you mix it. It's powder in a pouch. It's powder. Yeah. So I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with milk paint. I might put a second coat on. Come in here. A little darker coat. After I'm done with this, after everything dries overnight, I am going to put polyurethane on it because it is going to go outside and I want it to hold up to the weather. So I will be putting polyurethane on it. And I think Frank said he's going to drill the middle out of it and put a post in it, a little stake in it so it will stick in the yard. You guys are quiet today. Hopefully you guys can hear me. It doesn't have to be on too dark. I mean, I don't want it to not show the wood at all. I just want it to be lighter so the wood doesn't show so much through the paper. So the paper will show. So I am just going to do a whitewash real quick. Okay, so you see how that is? Oh, hang on. Let me turn the light around so you guys can see it. You guys can see how that light is right there. So, okay. So the front side is dry. I'm going to set this over to the side. And I'm going to start decoupaging. So I'm going to flip it over. You can see it's kind of a wash, and it's not all the way dry, as you can see, but it's dry enough. It'll be good. It'll be good. Because I just want something underneath it. And I'm going to get my paper, and I am using Butterfly Masterboard today. think I'm going to use it like this. I'm going to wrap it. So I'm going to grab my, I'm just going to push that over real quick because I have to put my fingers in it. Okay. So I'm going to get my Tough Coat by Fusion matte because I don't want it shiny. I'm just going to pour it in my little tiny thing here. And I put it in a squeeze bottle because it's so much easier for me to handle. If it's not, I would make a bigger mess than I do. So that's me. Okay. So I am just going to brush on some of this Tough Coat. I'm going to start at this end. I don't know if you guys can see. A little bit. Okay. Just going to brush on a little bit here. And I'm going to go down the side. Start here at the end. And I'm going to just try to get it on the sides. Oh, hang on. There we go. Okay. I'm going to use this handy dandy little thing here to push it down. It's okay for me to have wrinkles. If you don't want wrinkles, you could try to pull it so it's not wrinkly. I don't like to pull it because it stretches it and then it makes worse wrinkles. So there we go. So I'm just going to take it and start putting paste on it and going down the wood. And we got this post at Lowe's, so it wasn't like anything special. It's not pressure treated. So just regular post at Lowe's, not pressure treated. And I'm making a prototype because I have a friend that wants one. So I gotta make a prototype to make sure that we seen a design for these that were plastic down in Savannah. So I'm like, I can make a wooden one. Where did I leave my brush? Oh, there it is. So I'm just going to put and this is Butterfly Masterboard, and I just put it colorful. I was debating between this one and the owl. I like the owl as well. And it's okay for me, the wrinkles, because I'm going to come back and I will put my brown wax over it because I like to do that. Just pulling it back so I can put some more Tough Coat on it. I'm not trying to tug because I do not want to stretch the paper. Hey Tina, how are you? Hopefully you can hear me. Can you hear me? Oh, thank you, Tina. Nobody's talking today. They're quiet. It's okay. I could be quick too, but I'm not going to be. These are the little things that we seen down in Savannah at the waterfront. They were plastic, and I'm trying to make a prototype so I can make one for, or a couple for Rebecca. I have lots of pictures of the ones in Savannah. I thought this would be perfect. I just got to make sure I put enough polyurethane on it so they can last out in the yard. Here in North Carolina, it's rainy and tropical humidity, so got to make sure I protect them well. Ooh, look at there! I pulled that. See what I did? I pulled that. It's a pretty wrinkle. The ones in Savannah were plastic. I don't want mine plastic. So we bought a 4x4 from Lowe's, and I'm just going, not pressure treat, just a regular one. And I'm going to put this on there, and then we're going to put polyurethane on it. Hey, Kelly. Thanks you guys for joining me. Oh, you guys can see. Boop, boop, boop. Hey, Michelle. Thank you guys for joining me. And what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to turn it, and you guys can see. Hopefully I can, actually I'm going to cut it and then turn it because that's going to make a mess. Okay, so I'm going to take a sandpaper, and I'm just going to trim the edges. And so I'm going straight down with the sanding block. You guys, it will cut the way I like cutting it. Because if I use scissors, I cut it like this, and it's all crazy. I'm having a wonderful day, Kelly. Hopefully it's wonderful down in South Carolina. Yep, see that? Look at that. And I'm going to make another one, a couple more. Frank wants another one for the Marine Corps. There it goes. I have to come back and touch that up. And these are just for personal use. Just we're going to put a hook on them. Let me turn it on so you can see what I'm doing. Frank's going to put a hook on them and put them in the ground for me, and put flowers, hanging flowers, in my flower beds. Oh, hang on. Alright. Oh, my rose. There we go. You guys see what I'm doing there? Just trying to trim it up with a sanding block. So, kind of windy. Thank you. Yep, that's my site, you guys. This paper is Butterfly Masterboards, and I love them, love them, love them. And oh, Mary Poppins, yes. Definitely Mary Poppins Day. Oh, I forgot what I was saying. The paint is Milk Paint by Fusion. I use the what was it? Oyster Bar. And it was like like a little teeny tiny bit in the bottom of the bag. So I've used this for other stuff. I use a teeny tiny. It doesn't take much, and I washed it. So I did 2 waters to 1 paint mix, the little powder, so it would be a thin wash because I didn't want the wood to show all the way through these. And I use Fusion Tough Coat Matte for this top layer here. And I'm just going to flip it, and we're just going to do it again. Flip it over, and I'm going down this side and coming back. So kind of the same thing. I'm not worried about it to match up perfect. If you guys want it to match up perfect, okay. I don't. It's not a big deal for me. And I'm going to sand off the other side once I get to that far. So actually, I'm thinking maybe I should sand it. It's easier to handle at this point before it gets wet. What do you guys think? I think that'd be a better idea. We'll do that first. And this is just in time for Mother's Day, so you can make your mama one. So you can, so she can hang some flowers, so you can get her some flowers and hang them out there in the flower bed or on wherever. Frank's going to put them in the flower bed for me. Well, behind the butterfly house that they put me out there. So. So I got this idea when we were down in Savannah. They were selling, I don't know if you guys got down to the waterfront, but down at the waterfront little market, they had plastic ones. I did not want the plastic ones. And of course my brain said I could do that. I could do that with decoupage, right? Oh, there's it. There we go. And if I cut these with scissors, I just make a bigger mess cutting. So I'm just, and it's not glued down or put down yet, so I didn't do anything on it yet. It's just easier for me to handle. Because I was fighting with paper. There we go. So I don't have to fight with the paper, right? So I am going to start this in again, and I'm going to put down the adhesive or Tough Coat's what I'm using from Fusion. I'm not using the shiny, so it's matte, Tough Coat matte. I don't like, whatever reason, I don't like the shiny. So. Okay. And I'll come back and clean up the edges at the end. Later on today, I've asked Frank to take pictures for me of the projects I did last week, and I am actually going to get those online after we're done here. Maybe later on the night. I have some errands to run at my daughter's house, but after that, I might get those pictures online for you guys. The little birdhouse I did, and the little flower potter thing. I did the little metal thing from Dollar Tree. Okay. You guys ever go into a store saying I could do that better? I always want to paint something or do something different than what they got. I don't like decor in the stores. There we go. There we go. Hope you guys are having a wonderful week. It's May already. Can you guys believe that? I cannot believe it's May already. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this down. And trim this off the edge here. Just trim it a little tighter. And then what we're going to do at the end, after everything's done and put together, we're going to put a light on the top, and he's going to put a hanger for, I think he's going to put a hanger for my flowers, or little finger flowers. I don't think it's going to be big flowers. I think it's what he said. I may be mistaken. I may have misunderstood him. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay. Like I said, after I get all this on, I'm going to let it dry 24 hours, and then I'm going to put polyurethane on it to get a little bit stronger protection for being outside in the weather. Hey, Karen, how are you? How's Australia today? Well, it'll be night there, I think. Okay, let's get this put on top here. Oh, you guys can't see. There we go. Just doing a little project here for the outside. Oh, morning. Okay. Good morning, Karen. I didn't look at my phone. Frank set up my phone so I can make sure if I'm talking to you at night or in the morning. I didn't look just now. So I do have it on my phone, though, so I can try to remember to talk to you at a time that you're not sleeping. It's confusing for me. You would think I would figure it out. Okay, so that's the one side. I'm flipping it over and doing it again. Side 3. Oh, get that out of the way. Move that. So this side, I'm just going to turn it around and do it like this. And I'm going to hold it on here. I've seen these down in Savannah, guys, and I love them. I just didn't like but they were made out of plastic, and I didn't really like the designs per se, but I thought it was a cute idea. I can handle this better if it's smaller. I should have cut it. After I do all this, I'm going to come back with some brown espresso wax to cover any cracks that I need, and then make it the aged look come out a little bit, because the wrinkles make it look aged if you put brown wax or colored wax on it, and I like that look. And then fill in any holes that I need to. Felicia, how are you? Santa Barbara, how is the weather out there? I know we've talked a few times. Last time I think we talked, it was pouring a rain. This paper is Butterfly Masterboard. I like this one, and I like the Industrial Masterboard, and I like, there's another, the one I used last week. Oh, I think that was the Industrial, and then Manufacturing Masterboard, maybe. There's like 2 or 3 of them that came out one time that I absolutely love because they're like butterflies and just a bunch of different stuff all over it. Okay. Okay. It's just easier for me to handle it cut a little bit. Drizzling. Wonderful. You probably can polyurethane the base coat. And I thought about actually going ahead and getting pressure treated. I'm just not sure how it would work. If you want to try it and let me know, or the next one maybe I'll try polyurethane as the base coat. I just know I can get this on with this, and I have lots of fusion stuff because that's what I sell. But I'm definitely going to do a polyurethane. And it's probably going to be like 2 or 3 coats of polyurethane because I definitely want to protect it being out in the weather. After a few days after the milk paint dries and sets up, it should be waterproof, so it won't like reactivate. If it gets wet after it dries, if it gets wet right now and it dries right this second because it's not cured yet, it will pick up a little bit, but not a big deal. I'm not worried about that. But if you wanted to paint with Fusion milk paint first, let it sit overnight, then try the polyurethane. I'm not sure. It should work because it's just a base coat. I don't know for sure though because I've never did it. I don't know if any of you guys have ever did it. If anybody has experience with that, I'd love to hear it. Maybe the next one I do, I will polyurethane the bottom coat. I just have Fusion tough coat down. And it's a good tough coat, but it's going to go out in the weather, so I'm just going to be careful and put my polyurethane over top of it just because. And I was almost thinking maybe epoxy over top of it just to give it that extra protection. But I think polyurethane, a couple coats of that will be okay. And we're going to put a hook on it, and then he's going to put it in the ground so it to hold my flowers behind the butterfly bush we got in the butterfly house that we got. He fixed me Kelly. He fixed me a squirrel feeder so I could see it from the window. I can see my squirrels. The squirrels are wreaking havoc on our bird feeder. They're eating all of the birds' food. So we went out and got squirrel food, and he made me a squirrel feeder. So I'm feeding my squirrels and my birds. It's that time of year. Oh, and the deer finally left my roses alone. So I've actually have a few roses too. So if you go to my personal site, my roses are on there. You guys can see my roses. And I will sand all the extra edges off here. Okay, one more. Go roll it over. I was worried it was going to stick. Let's get this little flap here down before Actually, I'm going to sand that off. Let me sand that off. There it goes. So I don't have to worry about it being layered. I don't want it layered underneath. I get plenty of time. I don't know if you guys made it down to Waterfront when we were in Savannah. These were down at the market. we went down on the last day with Rebecca and seen these little things for the yard. They were plastic, little post things. And we're going to put, after we're done, we're going to put a cap on the top with a light. So it has like a little light. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let me get this down right here. Okay. And just like this. So. I think any water-based cup, anything like that would be good to put on the decoupage paper. I know Fusion is non-yellowing. I don't know. You should be able to find polyurethane that's non-yellowing, but it's going to be outside and I'm going to distress it anyway, so I'm not really concerned about the yellowing part. There we go. And if you're local, I'm probably going to put a few of these up in a little bit, not today, but I'm probably going to put a few of these in our little consignment place. An antique, the chic, and then the foundry. We put them in there. You guys have any projects you're working on this week? Any special things for Mother's Day? I'm probably going to start doing Memorial Day stuff soon. And summer. Oh, wait. Get some more of that. And I found the post at Lowe's, and then I got the cap, end cap at Lowe's. It had like a little light on it. They had a little one with a light, and then they had a big one with the light. I got the little one with the light because that's what I wanted. And it sits right on top of the post. And actually, you're going to use it for a little light for the garden. I'm excited. I can't wait till it's finished. I've been thinking about these for like 4 months. Finally getting a prototype done so I can get them all finished. I have like 4 in my brain. Oh, get my arm on it. Okay, so now I'm going to take take my sanding box and start sanding it so I can cut it. And anywhere that it rips or it has a little hole, I am just going to put a little bit of that paint to make it blend it all in, and it's going to be perfectly fine. I'm trying to give it the little weathered look and antique look, like it's been sitting there forever, even though it's a brand new piece of wood. So just going to finish sanding all this off, making it to the edges, and then I'm going to put some more top coat on it. Oh, okay, Karen. Thank you. Okay. So I'm going to sand this out. Oh, hang on. I gotta stand up again. Get a hold of it. I don't want to rip it too bad. The birdhouse last week, guys, turned out wonderful. You guys can go in and watch that replay. It was beautiful. And I used the master board, the industrial master board for that. I think is what it was called. I painted that with regular paint. Well, did I paint it? I think I just put paper on it. Okay. I'll save that for something later. Okay, and it does look a little messy, but that's okay. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure it's all down. And then I will add on my paint. Well, actually, I don't even know if I'm going to need paint because it's covering with the paper. Let's see. I like the wrinkled look because I'm going to actually put some, I like the espresso wax on it. It makes it, the wrinkles come out and makes it look aged. I like that. Okay. What do you guys think? Beautiful. Oh. The dogs are lying. They say we didn't feed them. Don't believe them. Okay. Okay. And then I'm going to take a little bit of this. And this is just the paint. I'm going to fill in the cracks a little. Just to make it blended in a little. Just to blend it in a little. So blend it in, take off a little bit. Okay. Make a little color, move it off the color a little bit. There we go. Got paint all over me. Okay. And this is good. Okay. Turn it a little bit again. And catch this edge and make sure I got it tight and good. Okay. Just putting down the edge a little, making sure everything's nice and down. Trim that off a little because it's covering my butterfly. Trim it. Actually, it laid right down. Okay. And this is just a personal thing we're gonna put out in the garden, and I want it to look a little antiqued and aged and weathered. So, it not being perfect is fine for me. You want it without the wrinkles. You might want to go a little slower, and don't be tugging on the paper because it stretches it. I like it like that. Yeah. See, it didn't even have any rips on that side. And I have a little tiny bit right here. I'm gonna take off. My hands are sticky. Okay. I'm gonna put the edges down a little bit. And I'm gonna take off this edge right here. I don't want that on there. Make sure it's all down real good. There's a little bit on this side I want to touch up, so I'm going to touch a little paint on it. Touching the corners a little, just hiding a little bit of the wood, but everything else, a little bit right there. Just going to flip it. Okay. Ooh. I think I already did this side. What do you guys think? You guys are quiet. Okay, so I'm actually going to put another coat of the tough coat on it just to make sure before I put the wax in, because I want it to be sealed. Because if I mess up with the wax, if it's sealed good and dried, then I can wipe it off. So. And I have got glue all over my hands, guys. Or the tough coat. Thought that lifted up, it didn't. Okay. Roll it this way. Well, yeah, this way. Then I am going to put the wax on. Where's my wax? I thought it was sitting down there. The wax. Wax is right there. Okay, so I have a little wax here, and it's Espresso Furniture Wax by Fusion. Espresso, you see it? If I could hold it still. Okay, the X means it's my personal, and instead of getting this all over my hands again, I am going to put my brush in here, just paint a little bit on to try to bring out those lines, and I'm going to take my little and just wipe it off with my little sponge. You guys can see that, bringing out the lines. And what I'm doing is I am antiquing it and giving a little bit of antique look, make it look dirty, however you want to call it. Bringing out the wrinkles, basically. I like doing that. That's my thing. Nothing's perfect, and I like it, and it's mine. So if you don't want to do it that way, okay, but this is what I'm doing. Wipe up the extra with a little sponge. And I usually just put my finger in there and use a wax, but I got it all over the place last time. I mean, everywhere. It was everywhere. Under my nails. Everywhere. So, I'm going to do it like this today. Highlighting the wrinkles. Okay, look at that. Is that pretty? Thank you, Sharon. Yeah. I seen them in Georgia, Savannah. We were down there for a retreat in January, and they had cute little plastic ones. But I'm like, I want to do my own. I want to do my own. I like making my own stuff, and I like using. I love these papers, but I like making them my own. So I just add like the wrinkles. They're my wrinkles, you know. I like them. I'm gonna embrace my wrinkles. Used to the wrinkles would get on my nerves, but if I don't want any wrinkles, I'll iron it on. I will take a piece of parchment paper and an iron and a cotton setting, iron it, and it will take the wrinkles out. But I like the wrinkles. It looks. It's been there forever. And then just wiping this back. Just be easy with the paper because it's still a little damp. You know? And then tomorrow I'll add polyurethane to it just to make sure. I'm probably going to put like 3 coats of polyurethane because I want it to be protected out there. And then Frank will help me add a hook for the flowers and then put the top cap on. I don't know what I did with the top cap right this second, but it's a copper cap, end cap for like a fence, and it has a little light on it. I thought too it would be kind of cool for a mailbox post, but I already have a mailbox post. But if you want a mailbox post, this would be kind of cool too. And it's yours. You did it. You can tell your neighbors, oh, I did all that, you know. They know me. I do art all the time. I'm always out painting in the yard or something. Frank has some gnomes I need to paint on. And a good thing about Fusion is that it's UV resistant. But I did decoupage paper. But if you're going to paint Fusion on it and just leave part, like what I was thinking about doing was just cutting out the butterflies and then putting the butterflies on it and then painting the color Fusion. But then I thought, I'm just going to put the paper on it. But if you want to do it like that, Fusion is UV resistant, so it doesn't fade in the sun. In eastern North Carolina, in the sun, everything. My front door, we've been here for 5 years. It needs paint again. I don't know what color they put. Well, they put cranberry from, I think it was Benjamin Williams or something like that. The contractors did, and that's before I found Fusion. I tell you, I'm going to paint my door cranberry Fusion this summer because it's already fading. Okay. This has a little damp still, but it's okay. It looks like I'm putting a lot on, but when I wipe it back, it's not a lot. And I love using this brown wax here. Kind of enhances the little wrinkles too. You guys can see that. I like the idea of putting that end cap on there with a light so I can have so my butterflies can have light. And the deers can find my roses better. The deer can find my roses. Get them. They look beautiful though. Roses are beautiful. Frank takes care of the garden. Okay. All right, guys. If you have any questions after the fact, if you want to try it, if you have any questions, let me know. If you're interested in any fusion paint or tough coat, let me know. Get that over to you guys. And my link is up there. I think somebody posted my link. Oh, nope, it's roads with an S. Country roads with an S. I'll put it in here. See, www. Crafts with an S. There we go. Yep, that's fine. Yep. There we go. So if your guys are interested in any of this, just let me know. And it turned out, I like how it turned out. You guys can see that. It's kind of distressed a little. It's kind of, look at all the butterflies. And it's all the way around, and I cut each piece around so it would lay kind of to it. If you guys are interested, let me know. And keep eye out. I have a couple more I want to do. It won't be on this page because I'm going to draw Marine Corps stuff on it. But I might do it again. You never know. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, just let me know. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great day.